we're setting up the materials to accept data, and that's going to be done through the shared parameter file. So luckily for us, Revit allows you to have multiple shared parameter files added on the fly. So once you set one, it doesn't have to always be stored with that file. So you can start splitting out your shared parameter files, or you can just go in and make sure that the names are all set the same if you're utilizing a common shared parameter file. Mine are already set up and loaded. It remembers the last one you used. Go ahead,
You can
Francis.
load multiple?
Yeah, well, you can't load like I have one and then I have another one and I have another one as a list. But once it's loaded into the Revit cache, once it's loaded into that Revit cache file, it actually now remembers it, right? You just have to port it to it once. So if I have a tag that's broken, all I have to do is say, okay, tag, here's your shared parameter file. Here it is on this one. Go make the connection for me, and then I can go move on to another shared parameter file.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a huge leap. I think that was like 2015 they made that leap with that, which is great. Keynotes now are not that way, unfortunately.
No, I know keynotes weren't that way, and I assume shared parameters stayed that way, so I never went back to check on that. Okay, good to know.
Yep. Yeah. So I have these three right here right now. So I need to add them as two of them to project parameters so that they can pass the tags to the material containers. So I'll go ahead and do project parameters, add it, make sure I select materials, and for materials, shared parameter, select. And I do it as an instance because, well, actually the shared parameter file is already set up because I forget what I said. It is an instance. So what this does is it assembles two new parameters that we didn't have native to the Revit environment to begin to accept that Excel data. So that's one. And we'll do another one for the color number. Materials. Okay. There we go. All right, so what that does is now when I go into my material sets, regardless of anything else, it's going to say that no matter if I put in a new material, delete a material, or existing materials, they're all going to now have the ability to accept the color name and color number. And then the other identity data that we're pumping into it from Excel is the manufacturer, and that's a default value. Keynotes, we're not touching for materials. The mark value is going to be done by the name. And then we can do description is going to be the name of the actual material is where those items go. You can go crazy and we can start adding. So in Excel, if you wanted to begin filling out some of this other data, again, just give me a heads up. I can show you how to just copy part of that script in Dynamo or 10 minutes and you get the data.
Right.
It's pretty.
Are we still going to have